Hi. This is gonna be my first video. This is like the 5th time I'm trying to like record this, so I'm just going to leave it like this because I'm kind of lazy. But anyways, I'm just gonna present myself real quick before we start with this game. But you guys can call me Bingsu. And yeah, so I'm gonna be playing like different games and probably like bring people in. I'll probably also speak in Spanish too, because that's my main language. I don't know. We'll see. But this game is called Nameless. It's an otome game made by Cheddits. Cheddits also made this one game called Mystic Messenger. It's very popular within that community, and it's like basically like, if you guys haven't played it, it's like this app. It's on like iPhone or Android or whatever. You mainly play it on phone because it's like a group chat type of game where like you chat with people and whatnot. The story's pretty good and whatever. So I was like, okay, I want to start my channel with like something that I really like, which is otome games. So I bought and downloaded Nameless, and I'm gonna be playing it. But yeah, we'll see how it is. I've heard like good things about it, so yeah. I don't know. Quick back, new game. Oh, okay. So I usually like to name my characters Say, so I'm gonna stick with that. Actually, whoever watches this video, and just let me know in the comments, should I name myself Bingsu or Say? But yeah, I usually like to put Say. I don't know why. It's just simple. I think it's because it's kind of like the opposite of C. So I mean, not the opposite. It's kind of like if a dyslexic person wrote C. So simple. I'm just gonna keep it like that for the game though. Oh, so I guess we can only do these routes. That's what I'm guessing. So let's see. I've never played this game before, but in this channel I'm just gonna try to like Eddie, what the fuck? I'm just gonna try to like fully complete the game. So yeah, but in, you know, not showing you how to do it, just doing it myself and doing it with you guys, technically, if anybody bothers to watch. But anyways, blinding white light fills my sight. My arms and legs feel lighter, and soon I feel my body hover. Where am I? Maybe in a dream? I gather the strength to walk forward despite my feet barely touching the ground. No matter how far I go, white space continues without an end. I open my eyes, but I can't see or hear anything. I stop and look around. This place, so pure and clean, but for some reason I feel sad. This place, surrounded by glimmering light, white as snow, is breathtakingly beautiful. But such extreme beauty can only belong in another world. I see something blurred far away. I couldn't see properly because of the glaring light coming at me from all directions. All I could make out was a tall person and another slightly shorter. Two people?
정말 그것으로 괜찮습니까?
Are you really okay with that? Yes.
을 믿는 건가요?
Do you believe? Who are they? What are they talking about? I do not know.
대답과 행동이 맞지 않는군요. 좋습니다. 지금의 당신에게는 그것이 어울리니까요.
Your answer does not match your actions. Ah, alright. That is what it suits you right now.
좋을 대로 하시죠. 단, 선택에 따른 결과는 모두 당신의 몫이라는 것만 기억해 주세요.
Do as you please, except remember that you're responsible for the consequences of your choice.
모든 것은 당신의 의지였다는 걸 잊지 마시길.
Do not forget that everything was done solely by your own will.
알겠어.
I understand.
자, 그럼
Now
이거
then take this. The tall man hands over something. Then the man who took it looked down for a while and slowly turned to my side. His lips seemed to move a little. What? He seems to be talking to me. Let's go a little closer. Suddenly, fierce winds started to rip through. The wind seemed to wheel me out of this place. Hold on, not yet. Wait, I haven't. Along the wind of myriad of feathers flew around and blocked my sight. I parted through the wind blowing towards me and made my way to him with all the strength I had. The moment I thought I finally reached them, I fell into a bottomless pit along with countless feathers. I was woken by the noisy alarm clock. Is it morning? But I think I was dreaming about something just until now. I keep tracing my memory, but still fuzzy from sleep, I cannot remember. I don't dream often, so the feeling after having one feels strange. The most recent dream was right. It was when my grandpa died about 3 years ago from now. The day I fell asleep, tired from remembering my grandpa who was no longer by my side, I had a dream about waking up to a peaceful morning with him. In my dream, I saw him smiling and waking me up as always, telling me, "You'll be late if you don't get up now." And the next morning, when I realized that his smile was all just a dream. Oh no, this won't do. Let's just think happy thoughts in the morning. Anyways, it's definitely been a long time since I had a dream. I drew the curtains as soon as I got out of bed. The window was slightly wet from the rain last night, but as a result, the sky was incredibly clear. Wow, the weather is so good today. Grandpa, isn't today perfect to hang out the laundry? Heh. I stare at the small frame. I'm not gonna lie, when she said Grandpa was like, girl, didn't he die? I stare at the small frame picture on the desk. This house used to be the place where two people, my grandpa and I, used to live. He took care of me instead of my parents who went abroad for research. I listened to him more after I grew up because I would live with him. I've lived with him since I was little. Most pictures are of Grandpa and I. Grandpa's smile was in all the pictures pinned in the board above the desk. I cannot even begin to describe the amount of shock I received when he passed away from a chronic illness. Days passed with me constantly passing out from crying so hard. Unable to bear seeing me like this, my parents suggested that I move to the States with them. But I shook my head. I didn't want to be a burden to the research, but more importantly, I couldn't leave this house. This house itself was full of memories I had with my grandpa.
얘가 고집을? 큰일이에요, 여보. 얘 자기 할아버지를 닮아서 한 번 고집 피우면 좀처럼 꺽질하는데.
She's being stubborn. It's serious, honey. She's stubborn like her grandfather. She won't
정말
budge.
괜찮겠니? 그러지 말고 함께 가자꾸나. 엄마 아빠 일이라면 걱정하지 말고.
Are you sure you'll be alright? Please don't be like that. You don't have to worry about our work. No, it's really fine. All my friends are here. I want to graduate. If you say so, alright. As they commonly say, no parent can persuade a child. Otherwise, I saw them off in their disappointed smiles, and I became alone in this house. The house is a bit too big to live in by myself. I slowly looked around the living room. Grandpa, it's already been over a year. Time flies by really fast, doesn't it? Man, just get over it. Well, just kidding. I know it takes a little. Around the house, there are still many traces of him, other than the pictures. I'm living to the fullest just by myself, so don't worry. Right. At first, I wasn't used to being alone, so every night I blankly stared inside the empty house, and every time it just made me feel more and more lonely. But now everything is alright, because I have those kids. I see the desk model. Bruh, I remember this reminds me, when I broke up with my ex, I started playing this dating game, and the breakup, I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't too bad because I was like, oh, it's okay because I have my 2D boyfriends and they're much better than 3D boyfriends anyway, so. And on the shelf next to it were my most cherished treasures. They're the joys of my life and my precious friends who gave me back my smile. I don't blame her. Oh my god, they're so cute. Hey everyone, had a good night's sleep? Mom's right. I really am a carbon copy of Grandpa. He really loved books, and it was his hobby to collect antique books. So the house always smelled of all kind of books. And in my case, it was my hobby to collect dolls. It's a company that produced these dolls. I call it the company that gives doll souls. Kroby Doll. Okay. The first day I got to know about Kroby Doll through the internet, I had this intense feeling. After that day, I started collecting the allowance my parents sent me. And finally, one day, as I desperately hoped for, I got my first doll. He died after I bought my first doll, and that's when I devoted myself more to collecting dolls. Not gonna lie, I would think buying dolls is like a curse, and I wouldn't buy another doll, but okay. Collecting dolls became more important to my life because I was left alone in this huge empty house. I ended up getting 4 more dolls, and now I have 5 in total. They were quite expensive to buy for the average student, so I had to cut back on other expenses. I really like the guy with the black hair, so I'm gonna try to look at him. I see the tallest doll among the 5. The tall black haired doll with a slender body and a model like feel is Yuri. Unlike the existing dolls in Crabdoll's adult line, he seems realistic and looks like a mature adult maid. The number of visitors still explodes when I post pictures of you on the blog. It was Yuri who saved my blog from wasting away to rot. I receive a lot of comments when I upload pictures of him. Whatever, I think like that too. His broad shoulders and beautiful figure oozes sexiness. It's as if he's telling us with his body, I am cool. I mean, his eyes do give up those vibes. I doubt more explanation is needed. Okay, I like now red hair, right? Is this one a brunette? Okay. Yeah, I was right. Look at the weather today. It makes me feel better just by looking. I feel like I'm looking at you. I raise the brunette doll's hand and wave. There's a lot of backstory behind how I was able to get Tay. When Krabby Doll first released Tay, his popularity was beyond imagination. Being limited edition along with having a dandy and handsome face brought out an explosive response from the fans. As a result, I failed to purchase it. I could only get him used because he was limited edition, but I am fine with it. Oh, so he's used. Interesting. Okay, and then the blonde hair. Good morning. You're cute as usual. The doll with its tiny, delicate face and bashfully gathered hands is Yonho? I don't know. Krabby Doll's prototype. The day I met him, I was surfing the internet as usual after coming home. So she's a chronically online girl. But then I saw Yono being sold in an auction for a ridiculous price, and without hesitating, I clicked the bidding button. Bro, is this girl rich? Later, when I opened a deliver box containing Yono, I unconsciously screamed out of happiness. What kind of person was the owner selling such a pretty doll at such a cheap price? Okay. So maybe when she said ridiculous price, she meant like, I don't know, cheaper than it really is. Seems like he will never betray me, even if I love him unconditionally. And that is probably the biggest reason why I bought him. Okay. Let's see, silver hair. Hi, young master. This doll standing here flaunting his long, shiny hair is Lance, the first doll I ever bought. Lance is the one doll that always stood by me when Grandpa was alive. Okay, so he's cursed. Hello, warrior. Earth is safe today, all because of you. I'm in the hair of the red-haired doll. Meeting Red was special. People were a bit surprised when Kroby Doll announced the action hero type doll Red in their new release conference. Kroby Doll was always being known for their charming and mature male dolls. Amongst all the warrior, Kroby Doll recruited testers for Red, and luckily I was selected. When my name was announced, I couldn't believe my ears. But unfortunately, after the conference, Red was not officially released. They only chose one tester to give this doll for free, and that was me. Really? Huh. It's still a shame that they did not release the doll afterwards. It would have been nice for him to have gained popularity and be officially released, but as a result, I was the only person in the world who owned Red. But I can't help but feel gloomy every time I look at him. Okay. Money was a bit tight from the expense, but I have zero regrets. Anyways, the new shoes should arrive today. To whom should I put them on first? I straightened myself and stretched. The 5 dolls watched in silence. Although they are lifeless dolls, it has become a habit to talk to them like this. Darn, I'll be late. I have to get ready. The clock was heading towards 8. I picked up my uniform, sprawled on the floor, and was heading out the door when I suddenly halted. I hurried back to my room and said goodbye to the dolls. Watch the house, everyone, I'll be back. They said nothing in return, but I said bye as if they were real people. Dang, that's very sad. Made it. I was able to make it on time after catching the last bus. This is me when going to work. I was in ruins after surviving the crowded bus, but all that matters is that I wasn't late. I'm really going to wake up early starting from tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll die like this. Yep. I pledge this every day, but I've never actually done it. Makes sense.
오늘은 UFO가 동쪽에 떴냐? 머리카락 손질 좀 해. 하긴 매일 아침 그렇게 다양한 방향으로 머리 안테나를 세우는 것도 재주긴 재주다 얘.
Oh, did the UFO rise from the west today? Fix your hair. Although it really is Italian having your hair stick up like that in different directions every morning. Oh. Hi, good morning. I sit on my desk, pressing my stuck-up hair back to my head. She approaches the seat next to me. The way she sweeps her shiny, voluptuous curls, or the way she drops her eyes, reek of elegance. All you have to see is her fearless voice. Here, I don't know. And confident moves to notice her self-assured personality.
나도 좋은 아침.
Good morning to you too, Soy.
그런데 밤마다 뭘 하길래 그렇게 매일 아슬아슬하게 지각을 면하는 거야?
What
너
do you...
혹시 나 몰래 남친이라도 만나냐?
My bad. What do you do every night that makes you barely come here on time? Do you have a secret boyfriend or something? Well, I do have dull boyfriends. Last night I was so absorbed with taking pictures of the dolls that I went to bed at dawn. That's crazy. Hey. I hear another voice behind me. Dang, she is very pretty. I turn around to see our girl with short boyish hair right behind my back. Can we also date them? Please. Hi, Shimbi. Zoe, Shimbi, and I are called that trio in this class. Zoe and Shimbi were childhood friends since they were little, and I became friends with them after I entered this academy. I never thought I would be friends with them at first because of their gorgeous and showy looks. Yeah, at first.
그래서 말인데.
So what do you think? What? Oh, sorry, I missed it. Say that again?
뭐야? 사람이 얘기하고 있는데.
Hey,
멍 때리는 버릇 나온 거야?
I was talking here. Are you staring at nothing again?
됐어. 아무튼 이거 말이야 이거. 네가 보기엔 어떤 디자인이 나은 것 같아?
Anyways, about this here. Which design looks better to you? Soy handed me a magazine. Top 5 cute dresses in trend for girls. The gorgeous model posing in a pretty dress looks familiar. The name of the model written in the bottom left of the page looks familiar too. Shimbi. Oh! Ever since Shimbi was street cat, she has often missed class for modeling work. Soy tells me she has a lot of fans and is quite popular nowadays. But Shimi herself doesn't seem to be into those things.
그나저나 신비야, 너 요새 잡지란 잡지에는 다 나오던데 힘들지 않아?
Anyway, Shimbi, you're everywhere on the magazines nowadays. Isn't it hard?
조금 그럭저럭 견딜만해.
A bit. It's okay though.
너도 참 고생이다. 그러니까 나처럼 그때 거절하지 그랬어.
You have it tough. You should have said no like I did. Soy was beside Shimbi when she was cast, and Soy was over too, but she refused right at the spot. Maybe she has a boyfriend. If you model, won't you be able to meet cute male models? I asked her why later on, and she replied like this.
아직 내공이 부족하구나 친구야. 모델은 아니야. 보기만 해서는 만족할 수 없다고.
Tsk, you have a long way to go, my friend. Modeling isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't. Okay, whatever. I can't be satisfied with just looking.
한 단계 높은 차원. 그래. 모델의 몸을 마음껏 만질 수 있는 디자이너 같은 게 더 좋지.
I want something on a higher level. Yes, I would rather be a designer who can touch the models as much as she wants. Weird? After that, I didn't listen carefully.
눈부셔. 오늘은 왜 잠잠한가 했다.
God, it's so bright. I was wondering why today was so quiet. She turned her head towards the flashlight. Countless phones were flashing through the windows in the hallway. It's a sight that has become common due to Shimbi's rising popularity. Everyone seems to have waited for this moment.
지난주에는 신비가 수업 들으러 자주 나오지 못했으니 더 극성인 거지. 나도 지난주에는 매점에서 만나서 겨우 인사만 했어.
They're more desperate because Shimbi missed class a lot last week. Even I just barely said hi at the cafeteria.
근데 넌
last
수업은
week.
안 들을 거면서 그날은 왜 온 거야?
Hey, why do you come to school that day if you weren't going to come to class? To buy milk. What? Go to the convenience store.
여기에서밖에 안 파는 게 있어.
There's one that's only sold here. Yup.
네.
Right.
아, 맞다. 매점 이야기가 나와서 말인데 나 아까
I love the
정말
voice
심장
acting.
떨어질 뻔한 일이 있었어.
Sorry for interrupting. Oh yeah, speaking of the cafeteria, I almost had a heart attack this morning. A heart attack? Why?
그게 말이야. 신비가 아침부터 딸기 우유가 마시고 싶다고 해서 둘이 매점에 가고 있었거든.
Okay, listen. We're heading to the cafeteria because Shimbi said she wanted strawberry milk, goated milk.
넌 아침부터 그걸 두 개나 마시고 싶냐?
Do you really want to drink 2 of those in the morning? In front of you. What?
앞에
In front of you.
앞에 뭐가 있다는?
What's in front of?
아침부터 시끄럽군.
It's morning and already it's noisy.
유진 선생님, 대체 그게 뭐예요?
Mr. Eugene, what is that?
아까부터 깍깍 시끄럽다. 조용히 말해도 다 들려.
You've been
호들갑이야.
you've been screaming and it's loud. I can still hear you without yelling. What's the big fuss about?
피요. 온몸이 삐뚤어지잖아요. 그리고 손에 든 거 뭐예요? 설마 칼은 아니겠죠? 네.
Blood! You're covered in blood. And what's that in your hands? Is that a knife? Is it?
119.
Call 911.
응? 아, 이거 말인가? 소란 피울 거 없어. 이건 말이지. 자,
What? Oh, this. It's nothing. This is here.
저리 치우세요. 이건
Ew, get that away from me. Huh? It's
케첩.
ketchup.
그래 케첩이다. 아침으로 햄버거를 먹으려고 했거든. 그런데 너무 커서 먹기 힘들어서 말이야.
Yes, ketchup. I wanted a burger for breakfast, but it was too big to eat, so I cut it with a surgical knife. Some got on my clothes. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but ketchup does not look like blood, right? I don't know.
왜 그러고 서 있지?
Why are you guys?
너희도 먹고 싶어서 그런가?
What are you
좋아,
guys?
나눠주지.
Oh my god.
나를 따라 양호실로 오도록 해.
Where are you guys standing like that? Oh, do you guys want some? Okay, I'll
나를
share.
따라 양호실로 오도록 해. 그러고 보니 신비, 모처럼 이고 하니 너의 비골에 대해 진지하게 얘기도 나누고 싶고.
Follow me to the infirmary. Oh, and Shimby, since you're coming anyways, I would love to have a serious chat about your fibula.
어머, 나 좀 봐. 나 다이어트 하고 있었지. 그럼 저희는 가볼게요. 선생님, 아디오.
Oh, that reminds me. I was on a diet. We'll be off then. Adieu, Mr. Eugene. What is adieu like? What language is that? I'm not sure.
잠깐.
Wait,
난 진짜로 심장이 떨어질 뻔했다니까. 왜 아침부터 햄버거를 먹다 그 난리를 치냐 이거야. 그리고
I really almost had a heart attack. Why did he have to eat a burger in the morning? And Soy punched the table.
대체 왜 음식 자르는데 수술용 나이프를 쓰냐고. 여기는 대체 비품 관리를 어떻게 하는 거야?
Why in the world did he use a surgical knife to cut food? How do they take care of the equipment here? I mean, why is there a surgical knife in the first place? We don't even learn anatomy.
정말 처음에 얼굴만 보고 설렜던 내가 미쳤었지.
Really, I was crazy to have had a crush on him just for his looks. Wearing cute looks, all that mattered.
무슨 소리야. 잘생긴 외모는 사랑을 시작하기 위한 조건일 뿐이야. 진정한 사랑을 위해서는 그 다음이 중요해.
What are you talking about? Good looks are just necessary for starting love. What comes next is more important for true
잘 들어.
love.
외모는 기본적으로 통과해야 할 관문이라고. 두 번째 관문은 정상인일 것. 양호 선생의 경우엔 두 번째에서 탈락이야.
Listen carefully. Appearance is simply the first gate guys have to pass. The second gate is being normal. Mr. Eugene failed to pass the second one. I agree that he's not normal.
그리고 세 번째 관문이 뭔지 알아?
Do you know what the third gate is? What is it?
바로 매너야, 매너. 하지만 네 번째 관문을 통과하지 못하면 이 모든 게 소용없는 법. 네 번째 관문은
It's manners, manners. Oh, but if they don't pass the fourth gate, all of those are useless. The fourth one is... Soy's eyes glimmered.
바로 능력이지. 하지만 이건 역시 다섯째 관문을 통과하지 못하면 잘 구운 스테이크에 간장을 뿌려대는 것과 마찬가지야.
Capability. But again, if they can't pass the fifth gate, it's just like spraying soy sauce onto a beautiful cooked steak. The fifth gate is, hey, you're listening? I just hope that someone manages to pass all those gates before she becomes a wrinkly grandmother. High standards, but let's be honest, it's better to have high standards than to not have any of them at all.
그러고 보니
Now that I think about it, yeah,
양호 선생이 너 찾고 있던 것 같은데.
the school nurse was looking for you. What?
맞다. 그러고 보니 너 오면 양호실에 들르라고 했었다.
Oh, right. He said you should stop by the infirmary. Whatever. What? Thanks for telling me so quickly.
그럴 수도 있지 뭐. 보건위원 잘 다녀오시게. 건투를 비네.
No biggie. Miss Health Commissioner, have a safe trip. I wish you good luck. All right. Thank you. I stood up weakly. As I walked drowned in my thoughts, I quickly arrived in front of the infirmary. I should listen to Soy and stop staring at nothing. I tapped both my cheeks with my hands. You look for...
베아트리체. 이 아름다운 4번 척추의 자태를 보라지. 베아트리체. 어째서 넌 이렇게도 매혹적인 걸까?
We came at the wrong moment, bro. Bro's about to have freaky time with the skeleton. Oh, Beatrice. Look at that beautiful fourth lumbar vertebrae. Oh, Beatrice. How can you be this enchanting? There cannot be another woman more beautiful than you. The handsome guy was embracing his skeleton model and ardently confessing his love in the morning. That's a great way to start your day. He's so good looking. What a shame. There are more than a few people who are blessed with good looks, but miserably fail at using them. Would others think like this of me playing with dolls? Honestly, yeah, she should not be judging. Let's make sure no one else. My belief that some hobby should remain a secret was not wrong. Mr. Eugene, I hear you asked for me. Now he looks dead inside. He looked at me with bitter eyes for interrupting their private quality time. He looks dandy as always, just the looks.
아, 학생이군. 부른 지 한참 된 것 같은데 이제야 온 건가?
Oh, a student. I asked for you some time ago and now here you are. He had me run errands that often but still doesn't know my name. He doesn't know the name of most kids. Oh, but he did seem to remember Zoe Shimby's name. Probably because they're pretty. Of course, this idea of beauty is a bit different from those of others. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
뭐 좋아. 저기 있는 녀석을 준비실로 옮기도록.
Well, alright. Move that guy to the prep room. He pointed at the upper body anatomy model he frequently used during classes. His name was, I think, Christopher. Whenever I ran errands, he often told me all kinds of stories. One of them was about Christopher. Christopher is apparently Beatrice's half-brother. Mr. Eugene is honestly annoyed with him, but he takes care of him because Beatrice adores him. Such a tear-jerking story. I don't think I can carry this alone. Although the model was just the upper body, it was too heavy for a girl to carry alone. I picked the model up in quite an unattractive pose. He didn't give me a single glance despite me struggling to pick it up. Well, Mr. Eugene, I'll be heading out.
베아트리치. 넌 어찌 이렇게 아름다운 견갑골을 가지고 있는 거지?
Oh, Beatrice, how can you have such beautiful shoulder blades? How can you seduce me like this? I already adore every single particle of you. This why a dress code exists. I should close the door when I head out. Probably lock it too. Some kids who were passing by heard his voice through the open door and started whispering. Some argue that it didn't matter because he looks cute. Pretty privilege, bro. If I'm not to ruin my life with just one choice, I would quit thinking that. Someone else said that he's too creepy and asked if he's not crazy. I agree. Heavy. Christopher, I mean, this model was intended too heavy for a girl to carry. The only reason why I can manage to carry is because my trained arms muscles are used to carrying 2K dolls every day. So many boys pass by, but no one even looks. Man, I hate that. People are not being considerate. No one notices me because I'm too ordinary anyways. Things would be different for Zoe and Shimby. Zoe would have shoved the boys around like a queen, and for Shimby, girls would have volunteered to help. I smirked at imagining that. I don't really feel bitter though. I agree too that their looks attract people. Oh no, recess will be over soon. I should hurry up. I'm here, guys. I'm back. I'm tired. I throw myself into the couch without even taking my uniform off. As I bury myself in the comfy couch, I felt as if all my sore muscles were screaming, God, my shoulders. Tomorrow I'm definitely not going even if Mr. Eugene asks for me. All I do is suffer. I turn around on the couch. As usual, I blankly stare at the ceiling. There's so much to do, but I don't even want to move a finger. I have to take out the trash and wash my uniform, but I don't want to move at all. I overworked myself today. I ran in the morning so I wouldn't be late. I carried around a heavy muddle, and I even survived the hellish cafeteria during lunch. I just want to rest and sleep like this. But the list of chores kept swimming in my head, so I couldn't just stay still. I can't just lie down like this. Let's finish cleaning quickly and then lie down. I gathered my sluggish strength and stood up. This house Grandpa left was too big to live by myself. An educator and a book lover, Grandpa had many books. He moved to larger and larger houses to keep all those books and eventually settled in this mansion. When Grandma was alive, they often fought over those books. Even I never saw all the books in the house, and there were rooms I couldn't enter because of them. Thanks to them, cleaning was always difficult, but I have no intention of throwing them away. Even if Grandpa passed away, since his memories are in those books, they're precious to me as well. Shall we start with the living room? I took off my uniform and got the vacuum cleaner. Huh? Was someone expected? Who is it?
택배입니다.
Delivery. Oh, I was expecting something. Thank you. Oh yeah, the shoes. As soon as I got the package, I headed to my room. Yay, I've been waiting for this a long time. Ooh, I think they would look good on the guy with the black hair. Or this guy right here, I think. Well, if he has like black pants. In the box was a splendid handmade suit and a pair of black boots. They were no bigger than my hands, but were as intricate as those of humans. Well, I can always clean later. Doll fans have different priorities from normal people. I feel like this girl, doesn't realize how weird she is. That she's weird as her. As the nurse. If you buy something new, you naturally have to set everything else aside and try it on the doll and take pictures. I laid down the dolls from the shelf and I tried this and that on them. Pretty as expected, the wait was worth it. The room quickly turned into a mess while I dressed the dolls into pretty clothes. I long forgot I had been cleaning just a while ago. I drowned in my own thoughts as I looked around the room full of doll props. Other people will find it strange that I play with dolls even though I'm not a child. If they see a grown-up student still collecting dolls, they'll think she's juvenile. And if they find out the dolls are quite expensive, they'll think it's more bizarre. When you spend more money on the doll clothes than on your own clothes. But I don't think I'm weird, so I have no desire to be understood by others. Sometimes it gets a bit uncomfortable and lonely, but I don't have much problem with making excuses like now. But if there's one thing that bothers me, it's not being able to tell my friends. Soy and Shinbi would never guess this side of me. I thought of the friends who are always by my side. I put the dolls on the shelf and plopped down on the bed. Hey guys, if I tell Soy and Shinbi the truth, what would they say? The dolls silently looked at me. Well, I've gone hit this far anyways. All I have to do is keep up like this. I stretch as far as I can on purpose to shake off all the worries. After stretching my muscles, I suddenly feel the fatigue flood over me. I have to finish cleaning. It's too loud. I unconsciously groped for the alarm clock by the bed. It's 5 a.m. It was long before the alarm rang. I must have fell asleep. I slowly get up from bed. I must have really overworked my body yesterday. My shoulder still hurts. I feel stiffer than usual for waking up earlier. So noisy in the morning. Should I sleep more? Anyways, is there construction going on around the house? Why is it so noisy today? What? Wait, this sound is coming from the kitchen?
배고파. 굶어 죽기 일보 직전이라고.
Oh my god.
이러다가 세상을 구하기도 전에 나부터 죽겠다. 너도 배고프지? 그렇지?
Let's bet this is the red-haired guy. So hungry. I'm about to starve and die. I'm going to die before I can save the world. You're hungry too, aren't you?
네. 저도
조금요.
Oh, yes, a little.
야, 우리 그냥 시켜 먹으면 안 되냐? 돈은 내가 그 녀석 지갑에서 가져올게. 아까 TV 보니까 엄청 맛있어 보이는 게 나오던데. 그게 뭐라더라? 짜장.
Hey, can we just get something delivered? I'll get the cash from that fellow's wallet. I saw something that looked really good on TV before. I think it was called jajang.
조용히 좀 하십시오. 예의 없다는 것을 그렇게 티내고 싶습니까? 지갑을 가져오겠다니 이건 완전히 도둑이 따로 없군요.
Could you please be quiet? Do you want to show up how rude you are? Taking the wallet, you're no different from a thief.
임마? 도둑이라니? 지금 정의의 용사 보고 도둑이라고 했냐?
What? Punk? A thief? Do you just call the Justice Warrior a thief?
저기요. 너무 크게 떠들면 마스터가
Oh my god, that's the guy with the white hair, I bet. Look, if you talk too loud, Master
이
will...
녀석이 지금 날 도둑으로 몰잖아. 야, 잘 들어. 난 어디까지나 돈을 가져온다고 했지 훔쳐온다고는 안 했어.
He's calling me a thief. Hey, you listen. I only said I'll take the money, not steal
그게
it.
그것이 뭐가 다릅니까?
Maybe it's the guy with the black hair. They're the same. What is the difference?
다르지. 애초에 그 녀석은 말이야. 우리한테 뭘 사주는 걸 좋아했다고. 그러니까
They're different. From the start, she said she likes to buy us things.
두 사람 다 목소리가 너무 커요. 이러다가 마스터가 깨겠어요. 안 그래도 어제 저녁에 피곤해 보였는데.
Shh. You both are talking too loud. Master's going to wake up. She already looked tired last night.
너희들 다 귓가에서 소리 지르지 좀 마. 난 저혈압이라고. 그리고 난 시켜 먹는 음식은 반대야.
Yeah, both of you stop screaming in my ears. I have low blood pressure and I don't want delivery food. My skin is sensitive and I have to watch what I eat. So take a home meal for me, please.
어째 자연스럽게 내가 요리를 하는 게 되어버린 것 같은데. 뭐 좋아. 그리고 유리, 그녀 앞에서 투정 부리는 모습은 자제하지 그래. 안 그래도 놀란 눈치인데.
Okay. It seems I've naturally become the cook. Well, okay, but first talk after you've peeled off that facial mask. She already looks surprised. A man in an apron called Tay raises the ladle and points at me.
저기 보고 있잖아.
She turned paler after seeing your face with that facial mask, Yuri.
어?
Oh, so he was fighting with him. This one was the dude calling him a thief. And then this is the guy telling them to shut up. Okay. All eyes turn on me at once. So, what is happening right now? The man in the apron and bandana holding a ladle looks like Tay. The frowning man sitting at the table with his finger on his forehead is a carbon copy of Lance. The young man scratching the back of his head with an apologetic face had the same hair color as Red. The one calmly sitting at the table with his two hands gathered on his knees had yellow eyes. The tall one smoothing out the facial mask on his face. Is it really Yuri? But wait, isn't that hairband mine?
아, 마스터. 죄송해요. 저희가 아침부터 조금 시끄러웠죠.
Oh, Master, I apologize. We were a bit noisy just now, weren't we? The kid who looked like Yeno and I made eye contact. What? Master?
아, 그래. 레드와 란스는 반성해. 아직 밥이 되려면 조금 더 걸릴 텐데. 일어났으니 일단 여기 앉아 있을래?
He's right. Red and Lance, be sorry. It's going to take a while to cook the food. Won't you sit here since you've woken up?
내가 뭘 어쨌다고 그래. 먼저 시비를 걸어온 건 저 녀석이었다고. 아침에 저 녀석 깨우는 것도 못하게 하더만. 아주 사사건건 시비야 시비가.
What did I do? He's the one who started the fight. He wouldn't even let me wake that fellow up, bugging me for every single little thing.
그건 당신이 침대에 그대로 뛰어들려고 했으니까. 됐습니다. 남에게 피해를 줘놓고선 자각이 없군요. 어쨌거나 저희가 깨웠다면 미안합니다.
That is because you were about to jump into the bed. Ah, never mind. You have no sense of your own wrongdoings. I apologize if we woke you up. The one who looks like Lance slightly bowed his head to me.
마침 잘 됐군. 안 그래도 물어볼 것이 있었는데. 이 집에 음이온이 나오는 헤어드라이기는 없는 거야?
Just in time. I was just about to ask you something. Is there an what is, like an iron? Hair dryer in this house? You are, after all, a girl. You should have something similar. Well, your hair is kind of cute, all soft and fuzzy, like a squirrel. Okay. I think I'm dreaming a lot lately. Am I getting weak? Pinch my cheek with my eyes still on the boys in front of me. It hurts. I pinched the other side too. It hurts twice as much.
아침부터 자학하는 건 거기까지만 해. 정신 차리고 얼른 준비하지 않으면 늦을 거야.
Bro, sorry. That's enough self-mutilation for the night, for the morning. You'll be late if you don't get yourself together and start getting ready.
야, 내 말 듣고 있어? 이리 와. 내 옆자리 비었어. 같이 먹자. 너 맨날 대충 먹거나 아예 안 먹고 그냥 나갔지?
Yo, you listening to me? Come here. There's an empty seat next to me. Let's eat together. You always eat crappy food or nothing at all. That won't do. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You can't fight for justice without it.
그래요, 마스터. 집에 와도 빵으로 때우기 일쑤고. 마스터는 가뜩이나 허약한데 먹는 것도 부실해서 전 정말 항상 걱정이었어요.
Yes, master. You always end up eating toast. You're already so weak. I have always worried about your eating habits. I wonder how old this guy is supposed to be.
자, 어린 양들의 걱정이 이만저만이 아니니 얼른 와서 앉아. 아니면 내 무릎 위에 앉을래?
What? Now the baby cubs are worried sick, so sit down. Or do you want to sit on my lap? Oh my god. I think I like him. The tall man drags me towards the table.
그 멍한 표정은 뭡니까? 그런데 식탁에 앉을 거라면 적어도 옷 정도는 갈아입는 것이 어떨까요?
What is that blank look? But how about getting changed first if you're going to sit at the table? The silver-haired boy who looks exactly like Lance spoke to me. What?
식탁 예절이란 게 있지 않습니까? 아무리 집이라도 어느 정도 예의는 갖추어 주시면 좋겠는데요. 괴상한 옷을 입고 있는 건 저기 있는 텅 빈 빨간 머리로 족합니다.
Are there no table not wait, what? Are there not table manners? I wish you would care about your manners even if it's still at home. It's enough with that redhead over there and with his hideous clothes.
임마. 내 옷이 왜?
What would you say? What about my clothes?
정말로 몰라서 묻습니까? 그렇다면 사과드리죠. 제가 당신을 과대평가했군요.
Are you being serious? Then I apologize. I have overestimated you. I at least assumed that you possess thinking, albeit empty head.
이건 내가 정의의 용사임을 나타내는 증거야. 그리고 내 머리는 잘 붙어 있는데 무슨
This proves that I'm aware of justice and I do have a head. What are you?
잠깐만요, 레드. 아무리 흥분했어도 식탁을 엎지는 마세요.
Now wait, Red. Don't flip the table over just because you're mad.
다들 배가 고프니까 성질이 급해지는군. 자, 여러분 식사 나왔습니다.
Everyone's getting grouchy because they're hungry. Now everyone, here's your meal.
의외로 꽤 괜찮은 디스플레이잖아, 테이. 센스가 좋아. 마음에 들어.
Oh, the plating is actually really fantastic, Tay. You have a good eye. I like
유리.
it.
너한테 센스를 칭찬받으니 우쭐해지는 걸. 자, 많이 만들었으니까 어서들 먹어.
Thanks, Yuri. I feel good hearing that coming from you. Now I've made plenty so everyone
마스터,
eat up.
여기 앉으세요.
Master, sit here. Huh? Oh, okay. Why are you
이렇게
smiling?
나란히 앉아서 마스터와 아침을 먹게 되다니 꿈만 같아서요.
It's like a dream come true sitting here together and eating breakfast with you. The cute kid resembling Yenho handed me a spoon. And then he wrapped his small soft hands
항상
around
날
mine.
쓰다듬어주던 이 손을 이렇게 쥘 수 있다니. 마스터, 이게 꿈은 아니겠죠?
Being able to hold these hands that have always caressed me, master. This can't be a dream, can it? Ugh. And his clear and bright eyes were pure happiness. That's kind of cute. Fuck. This kid, he's so lovely. I unconsciously hold up my hand and stroke his head. His soft hair twining around my hand felt good. This really isn't a dream. Yeah, it really isn't a dream. What? This isn't a dream?
어?
I suddenly stood up. Yano shrunk back in fear, and my chair fell down with a bang.
아, 어쩐지 침착하다 싶었는데 역시 이렇게 되는구나.
Ah, I thought you were too calm. Here we go. Yo, you guys, what the hell? Who are you?
너 알고 있는 거 아니었어?
Huh? I thought you already knew.
좋아. 그럼 지금부터 내 소개를 하지. 잘 들어. 난 지구를 지키는 정의 용사. 그 이름도 찬란한 레드. 레드야. 이 무리에서 대장을 맡고 있지.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. Listen, alright? I'm the defender of the earth fighting for justice. The sacred name is Red. I'm Red and I'm the captain of this group. Ahem. Red? Those clothes and the name Red. My doll, Red?
맞아.
Yes, you're correct. So you're saying you're a doll. You're that doll.
그렇다니까.
Yes, that's what I said. No way, shut up.
왜 말도 안 돼? 맞다니까. 왜 안 믿어주는 거야?
Why not? I'm telling the truth. Why don't you believe me? But a doll moving, coming to life, how am I supposed to believe that?
저 녀석이 우리의 대장이란 말엔 동의할 수 없지만 우리가 당신의 인형인 것은 맞습니다. 그러니까 진정하세요.
I cannot agree that that guy over there is our leader. But we are your dolls, so please calm down. Okay, bro.
그래, 놀란 마음은 이해가 되지만 진정해. 옆에서 연호가 울기 일보 직전이라고.
Yeah, I understand you're surprised, but get yourself together. You know over here is about to cry. The boy, still coward and stiff, was about to break into tears. He looked at me with his wet eyes and spoke to me.
저는 우리가 사람이 되면 마스터도 기뻐하실 거라 생각했는데 아니었.
Bro, I thought Master would be happy we came to life. I was wrong. What? Wait, that's not it.
마이 허니, 난 마이 허니의 모든 면을 사랑하지만 어린아이를 울리는 건 받아주기가 힘든 걸. 그러니까 이제 그만 연호를 달래주는 게 좋겠어.
My honey, now I love everything about you, my dear, but making kids cry isn't really acceptable. So I think you should comfort Yona now. What the fuck? Okay, it's gonna be hard to choose between all of them. At least that's my main one. We'll see. What? My what?
연호도 그만 뚝 하고.
Stop crying now, you know.
지금 머릿속이 복잡한 건 알겠는데 일단 식사 먼저 하는 게 어때? 모처럼 만든 아침이 식어가고 있잖아.
I know you're a bit confused right now, but why don't we eat some breakfast first? Whatever. Breakfast is getting cold. I see steaming hot soup and glossy rice on the table. Ever since Grandpa died, I haven't seen such a well-prepared breakfast table. Living by myself afterwards, I just couldn't be bothered to eat breakfast. Ever since living by myself, I rarely ate rice and just bought bento boxes or bread from convenience stores. So I'm also not used to eating breakfast with this many people. Yeah, a lot of people, and what's more, a lot of boys. Wait. I suddenly stood up again. I slowly check. And slowly I check how I look. Even if I ignore the messy hair bits held from sleep, my clothes were disastrous, whatever. My pajamas were ridiculous juvenile bear print I had bought on the street 5 years ago. There were even holes here and there, and inside the pajamas, braless. Aspiring to be a free soul, I always took off my underwear at home and enjoyed living by myself. Do I actually look like this in front of these? No way! Ah!
오늘은 아침부터 정말 활기차다.
What a lively morning. After panicking for a while, I quickly went back to my room to change into better clothes and came back to the living
그리고
room.
나서 이렇게 사람의 모습이 돼 있었어.
And then I came to life. After I came back, Red explained to me what had happened. So, what are you trying to say? That you were on the shelf until yesterday, but woke up to find yourself a human being? Yes. How?
그러니까 지금 말했잖아. 갑자기 뭔가가 탁 튀어나왔거든. 그랬더니 이렇게 팍 하고.
I just told you something just popped up and whisked like this. I had no idea what he was saying.
말을 해도 꼭 무식이 철철 흘러 넘치는 설명이네요.
You just had to talk like that. What a stupid explanation.
내가 뭐? 그러는 너는 아냐? 우리가 사람이 된 이유 말이야.
Hey, what about what I just said? Then do you know about the reason we became humans?
그걸 대답할 수 있는 사람은 이 중에 없어. 나도 우리에게 정확히 무슨 일이 일어난지는 잘 모르겠고.
There's no one among us who can explain that. Even I don't really understand what happened to us.
다만 레드 말대로 무언가가 우리 몸에 닿았던 느낌은 기억하고 있어.
But as Red said, I remember something touching our
저도
bodies.
기억해요. 그게 닿자마자 밝은 빛에 휩싸였고 그 후에 눈을 떠보니 이렇게 사람의 몸을 가지게 되었어요.
I remember too, as soon as it touched us, we were surrounded by light. And when I opened my eyes afterwards, I had a human body.
결국 아무도 우리가 사람이 된 이유는 대답하지 못한다는 거로군.
So no one can explain
그래도
why
이것 하나는 확실해.
we came to life, but one thing is for sure. Your walk towards me with his long legs.
사람이든 아니든 우리의 주인은 너. 바로 너라는 거지.
Human or not, our owner is you. Only you. Oh my god! He's so cute.
하나밖에 없는 나의 주인님.
My one and only, my owner. You raised my chin as he spoke. Up close, he's really so cute. What? Huh? What? I accidentally spoke my mind while blankly staring at him. Luckily, Yuri seemed to have missed it.
방금 뭐라고 하지 않았어?
Didn't you say something just now? You raised my chin and pulled my face towards him. He was not as small as when he was a doll. My heart started pounding to see such a beauty up close. He's not just a beauty, he's a man. Oh, it was nothing. I shake off his hand at this thought. Now that I think about it, Yuri is first and foremost a man. I've never been this close to a guy other than Grandpa and Dad. Weird? Okay, I'm kidding. After being aware of this, my heart started to beat faster. My face is probably red too. This is embarrassing.
깜짝이야. 마이 허니 부끄럼 타는 거야?
My honey. Oh my god, my honey. Are you being shy? Bruh. I was surprised. Yuri seemed to put on a serious face, but soon shrugged it off and came back to his usual self. But there's something odd. What is it? If you guys are the dolls, then what are those? All the dolls in my room are where they were before. I point towards my room. I check with my own. Okay, I check myself while getting dressed. On the shelf were 5 dolls as usual.
그건 우리도 잘은 모르겠지만 본체는 그대로인 것 같아. 다시 말해 지금 여기 이렇게 서 있는 우리는 저 인형의 영혼 같은 존재라고 할 수 있지.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I think our bodies remain the same. You can say that we are the souls of those dolls. The soul.
그래. 저기에 있는 인형은 껍데기일 뿐이야. 진짜 우리는 여기 이렇게 서 있고.
Yes, those dolls over there are no more than empty shells. The real us are standing right here.
인형 속에 있던 의식이 사람의 모습으로 구체화된 것 같습니다.
I believe the consciousness in the dolls materialize into human figures. The consciousness what? I can't understand what he means. Knowing what I'm thinking, Lance frowned a bit and started to explain more. Man, he has like patience issues cause
간단히 말하자면 인형 속의 영혼이 인간의 몸으로 변했다는 겁니다. 물론 그 이유는 알 수 없고요.
to put it simple, the souls inside the dolls turn into human bodies. Of course, I do not know why. What kind of fantasy is that? So now that they are humans, the dolls are useless?
아니, 비록 껍데기이긴 하지만 본체는 본체인 것 같아. 그래서 무슨 일이 있어도 조심해야 할 것이 있어.
Interesting. No, although they are just shells, they're the bodies. So whatever happens, you must be careful of something. Be careful of what? Of the fucking dolls.
본체에 상처가 나면 우리 몸에도 상처가 나요.
If the body is damaged, then our human bodies are injured as well. What?
말 그대로지. 어떤 원리인지는 모르겠지만 본체에 위협을 가하면 우리한테도 영향이 오는 모양이야.
Just as I said, I don't know how it exactly works, but if the doll bodies are in danger, we're affected too.
레드를 바늘로 찔러서 테스트해봤으니 이건 확실한 사실이야.
We've already tested by pricking Red with the needle, so this is an absolute fact.
야, 그건 테스트가 아니라 고문이었다고. 하기 싫다는 나를 양팔로 잡아서 너희들이 잔인하게. 에휴.
Hey, that was not a test, it was torture. You guys seized my arms and cruelly forced me to He scrolled and buried his face in his hands as if recalling something horrendous. I mean, yeah, like they were basically stabbing him. So my dolls have come alive and are standing right in front of me. Is this it? This is real and not a dream. Lance was staring at me and our eyes met. Why?
아니요. 멍청한 표정을 짓고 있어서요. 당신한테 어울리기는 합니다만.
Nothing. You were looking very stupid, although it did suit you. What the fuck? What? Stupid? Are you really my doll? What happened to the Prince Charming I would imagine? Who is this jerk in front of my eyes? I think it's funny. I've come to realize that these 5 boys are very different from what I had pictured. Especially Lance. Talking with my dolls was something I've always dreamed of. I was indeed a bit disappointed at their cold attitudes.
우리가 왜 갑자기 이런 몸을 가지게 됐는지, 이것이 일시적인 현상인지 아닌지 어느 하나 정확한 것을 알 수 없기 때문에 지금부터 섣부른 행동은 금물입니다.
We do not know anything for certain right now, why we came to have these bodies, whether or not it is temporary, so we must not be haste from now on. For a while we should calmly observe our situation. As he finished his words, Lance looked at me. I just sat there listening to what he was saying and stared blankly at those unrealistic moving
갑자기
lips.
우리들이 나타나서 당황했겠지만 그래도 일단은 당신이 우리의 오너이니 다소 불편함이 있더라도 당분간 참아주셨으면 합니다.
I am sure you were quite shocked to see us like this, but at least for now, you're our owner, so please bear with us. At least for now? This... what?
상황이 정리되면 이 집을 나가는 방법을 모색해 보도록 하겠습니다.
If things do not work out, we will search for ways to move out of this house.
왜? 난 나가기 싫어. 저 녀석이랑 같이 살고 싶다고. 사람이 되면 하고 싶은 게 얼마나 많았는데. 야, 너도 그렇지?
Why? I don't want to leave. I want to live with her. I had so many things I wanted to do if I turned human. Hey, same for you, right? Let's live together. I'll make every single day fun.
오, 대범한 발언을 하는데 레드. 순진한 얼굴을 하고서는 제법 은큼하단 말이야. 역시 젊은 게 좋군.
Oh, you're quite bold, Red. There's a perf sneaking underneath that innocent face of yours. How good it is to be young.
저도 마스터와 함께 있고 싶어요. 마스터는 우리들의 주인님인데 따로 산다는 건 말이 안 된다고 생각해요.
I want to be with Master too. Master's our owner, and I think it doesn't make sense for us to live apart. Even if you all disagree, I won't budge this.
연호야, 진정해. 손에 힘도 풀고. 아무도 널 여기서 나가라고 하지 않았어.
You know, calm down. Relax your hands. No one told you to get out of here. You know, slightly relax at Tay's words.
이 모습이 언제 사라질지 모르는데 다들 참 태평한 소리를 하는군요. 다들 머리가 비었습니까? 아, 그러고 보니 헤드안은 원래 비어 있었죠.
You're all quiet, peaceful when we do not know how long this will last. Are you all stupid? On second thought, your heads are already empty. Oops.
그건 너도 마찬가지잖아.
It's the same for you too.
자자, 그만두래. 집에 머물지에 대해서는 집주인의 의사가 제일 중요하잖아.
Now stop. Whether or not we stay here depends on the house owner. Tay approached me.
부담이 될 건 알고 있어. 하지만 여기에 머물게 해주면 안 될까?
I know this
우린
will.
너밖에 모르니까 말이야.
I know this will be a burden, but will you let us stay here? You are the only person we know. But his soft and sincere voice melts my ears. Tastes exactly as I had imagined.
사실 난 저 녀석들을 쫓아버리고 우리 둘이서만 살자고 하고 싶지만 일단은 나도 부탁을 해보지.
I actually want to kick all of them out and want to live here with just you, but I will ask anyways.
부탁이에요, 마스터. 저희를 버리지 말아주세요.
Please, Master, don't abandon us. Don't look at me with those puppy dog eyes. I soften after seeing Yono's. I cannot pronounce his name. Watery eyes. Alright, but you guys really have to behave yourself. There's nothing I can say if the neighbors find out.
걱정하지 마. 유후! 좋았어. 오늘부터 이곳이 우리 본부다, 본부.
Don't worry. Hooray! Alright, this is our headquarters from today. Headquarters. They were loud as soon as I was done talking. Okay. Tay reheated the food that went cold. I was so used to having breakfast by myself. What just happened? I pick up my chopsticks and look around the table. I can't get used to this. Of course, there's nothing to complain about being surrounded by cute boys. Lance eating quietly in his usual tidy self, and adorable, munching the food like a hamster. Red shouting how delicious everything is every time he puts something in his mouth, and Yuri delicately handling his chopsticks. And Tay is like a father, delighted at everyone enjoying the food. All of them are sitting at this table. Is this really where I live? I couldn't believe this sight in front of my eyes. Living with these people from now on, is this really not a dream? I live with these awesome guys. As reality suddenly hits me, I feel excited. Hold on, so you guys remember everything that happened when you were dolls?
음?
He looks like a squirrel the way he chews with a mouthful of food.
물론이죠. 마스터를 처음 만난 날도, 마스터가 처음 옷을 사준 날도 다 기억나요.
Yup, of course. The first day I met Master, the first day I met Master, the first time you bought me clothes. I remember everything.
그뿐만이 아니야. 난 마이 허니가 어떤 옷을 입고 어떤 음식을 먹었는지도 다 기억하고 있어.
Bro, has she dressed in her room? They have seen her naked. Not only that, I remember what my honey was wearing, what you were eating, and all of that. Could you please not call me that?
나도. 그거라면 나도 기억해. 맞다. 옷하니까 말인데 너 그거 어떻게 됐어?
Me too. I remember that. Oh, right. Speaking of clothes, what happened to that? To what?
왜 있잖아. 홈 쇼핑인가? 네가 TV 보다가 갑자기 사야겠다며 난리친 거 볼륨업 어쩌고 했던 거 같은데 그건 아직 안 왔어?
You know, home shopping. You were watching the TV and screamed that you had to get something. A push-up something? Was it? Wasn't it? Did it get here? Push a bra? Oh my god, was he
보면
saying?
나한테도 보여줘. 내가 어울리는지 안 어울리는지 봐줄. 아!
Show it to me when it comes. I'll check if it's okay for you. Ouch.
이 저질이.
You perf. Lance kicked Red in the shin. He clutched his legs and started rolling
흰색
around.
레이스가 달린 그거 말하는 건가? 내 취향은 조금 더 이렇게 아니 뭐 마이 허니에게 안 어울리는 건 없지만
Are you talking about the white lace one? I prefer a more... Well, there's nothing that doesn't suit my
잘은
honey.
모르겠지만 마스터는 뭐든 잘 어울릴 거예요. 저도 보고 싶네요.
Oh, bro. This guy makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't quite understand, but I'm sure Master will look good and everything. I want to see it too. You know, looks at me with his innocent smile. No! Since when? Since when have you guys been observing me?
당황한 건 이해하지만 진정하고. 따뜻한 차 한 잔 줄까?
Okay, I understand you're shocked, but calm down. Want a warm cup of tea? Since when did they see me, huh? Did they see me when I play with dolls in my own fantasy world and when I ran around with just underwear on?
이제 와서 말이지만
I need to remind you. What?
집에서도 옷은 챙겨 입는 것이 좋다고 생각합니다.
I think it is best if you wear clothes around the house. What? What is he talking about? I am wearing clothes right now.
언제 손님이 찾아올지도 모르고 특히 그 브레이즈 그걸 답답하다고 아무데나 벗어 던지는 것은 자제해 주십시오.
Oh my god. You never know when a visitor might come, and especially refrain from taking off your bra just to get comfortable. Lance avoided my eyes while speaking, and his ears were slightly red. And listening to that, my ears must have gone 10 times as red.
그러고 보니 예전에 란스 쪽으로 던져서 저 녀석이 그걸 뒤집어 쓴 경험이 있었지?
Now that I think about it, you once threw it at Lance, and he was buried under for a while. You're
맞아. 목석 같은 란스라도 그런 갑작스런 자극은 좀 충격적이었겠지. 그런 건 천천히 익숙해져야 하는데.
Yeah, even for Lance, who's pretty cold-blooded, that was a bit shocking. You need time to get used to those things. Tay adds with a smile. Yuri and Tay are quite the couple, even though they don't seem so. They connect through such weird things. Lance starts frowning.
야, 너 아까부터 이상하다. 어디 아파?
Hey, you've been acting weird. Are you sick? Red stopped rolling around in pain and suddenly put both his hands on my cheeks. I felt his big, calloused hands wrap around my face. I instinctively cringed and backed away at the first touch from a man. It's embarrassing.
뭐야? 너 왜 그렇게 놀래?
What? Why are you so surprised?
혹시 내가 싫으냐?
Do you not like me? No, that's not it. It's just a little awkward having a guy come up to me so naturally. I'm just not used to it. I was about to open my mouth to say anything to clear up the uncomfortable air. It was at that
당신이
moment.
때리는 줄 알았나 봅니다.
She must have thought you were going to hit her. What?
뭐 임마? 야, 너 왜 자꾸 시비야? 오늘 한번 이 레드의 필살 어택 맛 좀 맞아봐야 정신을 차리지.
What, punk? Hey, why are you picking on me today? You obviously need a taste of Red's lethal moves today, don't you? Lethal moves? What the hell is that? Nevertheless, I am relieved to see Red get all worked up again. The air's been cleared. He looked a bit gloomy before. Did I say it wrong?
어제 비가 온 덕분에 오늘은 날씨가 맑군요. 환기를 하는 것도 나쁘지 않을 것 같습니다. 묵은 먼지도 털어낼 겸 말이죠.
Bruh. The weather is clear because of the rain yesterday. I think it would be nice to let the air out and to get rid of all dust as well.
너 내 말 무시하냐? 그리고 먼지라는 단어를 말할 때 왜 나를 보냐?
Are you ignoring me? And why do you look at me when you said dust?
아 참 맞다. 네가 일어나기 전에 간단하게 집 청소를 좀 했는데 괜찮지?
Oh, right. I forgot. I cleaned the house a little before you woke up. It's okay, right?
아, 저도 같이 했어요. 바닥에 있던 물건들은 저기에 모아놨어요. 마스터가 일어나시면 물어볼까 했는데 너무 곤히 주무셔서 깨우질 못했어요.
Oh, I helped too. I moved the things on the floor too over there. I wanted to ask you when you woke up, but I couldn't wake you up from your deep sleep. Wow, they really did it. I was too surprised to notice everything before, but the living room was indeed really clean. All the cleaning tools I had taken out to start cleaning and the dirty clothes were all gone. Man, now I wanna be there. Please. Please, the boys that I like just pop up. Fuck, what? Oh shit, my bad. No one will ever believe this.
자, 잡담은 그만하고 얼른 마저 먹어. 식겠다.
Now stop chatting and eat up. It's going to get cold. Everyone starts to move their chopsticks at Tay's words.
저기요, 마스터.
Hey, master. Yes? Now that I think about it, Yona always calls me master.
걱정하지 마세요. 마스터에게 해가 되는 일은 절대로 안 할게요. 약속해요.
Don't worry, we will never do anything that harms you, I promise. He must have thought I don't trust him. Somehow I start to feel sorry at seeing his nervous face. It's nothing like that. Of course I'm surprised, but I'm not worried. I'm actually really happy now I can eat with you like this. It's really like a dream.
마스터.
Master. You know, threw his tiny body into my arms. Although since we were sitting at the table, only his upper body was in my arms.
저요. 진짜로 뭐든지 다 할게요. 마스터를 위해서라면. 그러니까 앞으로도 계속 이렇게 같이 있어 주세요.
You know, I will really do anything if it is for you. So, from now on, be with me. Instead of replying, I stroked Yuno's head. Yuno sits straight again and beams. All the rest of the boys seem to be looking at us, but they soon turn their eyes back at the food. It's actually a bit surreal and nerve-wracking. Nothing is going to be solved just by worrying, so for now, let's just think about the things right ahead. Let's see. Right now, the things ahead are food. Let's eat food. Just as someone will plant an apple tree even after the world ends, I have to go to class even after my dolls come to life. Okay, you can never just run around. I'm supposed to be living here by myself. If you are not careful and the old man upstairs, no, I mean our principal sees you, then we're going to be in big trouble. In the upstairs of this mansion lives the principal of Kroby Academy. That's crazy. I say he's the principal, but he's an old friend of Grandpa. He often saw after me since I was little, so I feel like I have another Grandpa. Because he lives upstairs, my parents must have let me live here by myself. I think they stay in contact. So if he finds about this, things will get serious.
걱정 마. 우리가 애도 아니고 여긴 우리한테 맡겨. 안심 푹 하고 다녀오라고.
Don't worry, we're not little kids. Leave this place to us. Don't worry for even tiny bit. Red, you worry me the most. It hasn't been long since we have barely stopped Red from trying to patrol the neighborhood after breakfast.
꼬맹이들은 나한테 맡겨. 마음 같아서는 마이 허니와 함께 가고 싶은데 우리 사이를 갈라놓는 악마들 때문에 못 가는 날 이해해줘. 내 맘 알지?
Leave the kids to me. I wish I could go with my honey, but please do understand the little devils that keep us apart. Do you understand, right? What? A few moments ago, I was getting ready to head out when Yuri suddenly came up and grandly announced he was coming with me. If Tay and Lance hadn't stepped up, I am scared to think what could have happened. You know, Yuri, I think you said the same thing when you received the voice phishing call. He already has a face that sticks out, but the way he moves make him more noticeable. I'm having doubts about whether I can really leave these boys here. Anyways, I'll be back.
저기 잠깐만요, 마스터.
Hey, wait, Master. Yeah? I was about to pass the living room and head towards the front door when Yono stopped me. He came towards me, stood on tiptoe, and gave me a peck on the forehead. Yono?
잘 다녀오시라는 인사예요. 항상 아침마다 우리한테 인사를 해주셨잖아요. 잘 다녀오겠다고요. 그때마다 생각했어요.
It's my way of saying goodbye. You always used to say goodbye to us every morning, and that you'll be back every time I thought of something. If I could move, then I would say bye to my master. Be back soon.
그래서 오늘 해봤는데 생각했던 것보다 조금 쑥스럽긴 하지만 그래도 정말로 하고 싶었어요.
So I tried it today. It's more embarrassing than I thought, but I really wanted to do it. You know?
혹시 불쾌하셨던...
Oh, were you offended? I unknowingly hugged Yono tightly. His small and warm body was in my arms. He really is so lovable. I'll be back, guys. They were listening to that goodbye I always said without knowing. I thought I was alone ever since Grandpa died, but there were ones who looked after me by my side. I suddenly choked up at that thought.
늦었습니다. 조심히 다녀오십시오. 길 건널 때 차 조심하고요. 당신은 칠칠치 못한 곳이 있으니까요.
You will be late. Be careful. Watch the cars when crossing the street. You have a tendency to be clumsy. Okay.
란스도 걱정이 되나 보네. 그래, 모처럼 이렇게 몸도 얻었으니 우리 다 함께 오너를 배웅해 주기로 할까?
Lance must be worried too. Yes, now that we have a buddy, shouldn't we all see our owner off?
걱정한 적 없습니다.
I never worried, right?
알아. 자, 현관 앞까지 나가자. 밖에 나갈 순 없겠지만 그 정도는 괜찮지?
I know. Now, let's go up to the front door. We can't go outside, but this won't be a problem, I hope. They looked at me for approval.
오, 좋아. 동료가 출격을 하는데 당연히 배웅을 해줘야지. 자, 가자.
Oh, alright. A colleague is being dispatched. Of course we have to see her off. Now, let's go. Red grabbed my wrist and was about to burst out the front door any minute.
나도
Wait.
함께 가자고 말하고 싶지만 난 꼬맹이들과 함께하는 것보단 둘만의 오붓한 시간을 가지고 싶으니까 패스. 마이 허니, 너무 상심하지 마.
I want to say I'll go with you, but I want our own quality time. Not with those kiddos. I'll pass. Don't be too disappointed, my honey. There is an infinite span of time and opportunities ahead of us. I wasn't
잘
disappointed.
다녀오라고. 난 그 사이 목욕이나 해야겠어. 아침부터 몸을 움직였더니 피곤해.
Be home soon. Meanwhile, I'll take a bath. It's only morning and I've moved too much. I'm tired. Yuri stretched and headed towards the bathroom. Lance, who didn't seem so keen, was pushed by Tay to come see me off at the front door. It was the first time someone saw me off after Grandpa died. I felt a bit tickly.
밖에까지 나가지 못해서 미안.
Sorry, we can't go
잘
outside.
다녀오세요, 마스터. 조심하시고요.
Have a good day, Master. Be careful. Okay, thank you.
밖에서 팍팍 해치우고 얼른 돌아오라고. 기다릴 테니까 말이야. 나 밥 안 먹고 기다릴 거니까 늦으면 화낸다.
Get everything done in a second and hurry back home. I'll be waiting. I'm not going to eat until you come, so if you're late, I'll get mad. Okay. I say bye to the boys and turn the doorknob. At that moment,
이제 가니?
are you heading out now? Principal. It just happened that at that very moment, I was about to open the door. I caught my eyes with the principal heading down. Oh no, what do I do? Behind me are healthy boys standing in line, and I just won before. This was serious.
아침부터 활기찬 대답이구나. 활기찬 건 좋은 거지.
Nice energy. It's good to be energetic, yes. Are you heading out already? It's quite early.
그러니? 항상 나오는 시간에 나온 건데.
Huh? Is it? I always come out at this time. Really? Okay.
그나저나 의외구나. 아침에 이렇게 마주치다니.
Anyways, it's odd. We usually don't meet in the morning. I know, right? Since every morning I barely make it to class on time, I never knew when he headed out.
그런데 뒤에 있는 아이들은 누구니?
But who are the kids behind you? Oh no, caught red-handed. I knew he would ask. Of course he would. For guys in a house, a girl lives alone would naturally seem strange. What do I do? What do I do? They are cousins. They're distant cousins from my dad's side, and they're studying in Korean from this year. I quickly put forth Yona. Africa. His parents are in Africa, so he came to Korea first by himself. Yes. He didn't have a place to stay, so he's staying at my place for a while. Isn't that right, Yona?
네? 아, 네. 네.
Yes. At that moment, the animal food change I learned at biology class yesterday flashed through my mind. I can't believe I just said Africa. I regretted it as soon as I said it. The principal knew most people in my family, so he was not going to believe a cousin who suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and especially since I said he's from Africa. In one word, doomed. Doomed. I'm doomed.
그렇구나. 기특하기도 하지. 공부를 하러 이 먼 곳까지 온 게로구나. 배움에 있어 거리는 장애가 되지 않지.
Alright, how good of you. You've come so far to study distance. Distance is no obstacle for one who desires to learn. What?
그럼 나머지도?
So the rest are the same? Huh? Oh, yes. Pretty similar. Oh, look at me. I'll introduce them. This is the son of a cousin's friend, this is the son of that friend's in-law, and this friend here is the son of that in-law's cousin. Someone please shut my mouth for me. The more I speak, the more words become a mess.
모두 다 유학 온 거니?
Have you all come to Korea to study? Yes. Ugh.
그래, 다들 기특하구나. 기회가 된다면 젊을 땐 많이 배우는 게 좋지.
Alright, how nice. It's best to learn as much as you can when you're young, if you have the chance. He believes me.
그러고 보니 내가 어릴 적엔 말이다. 배우고 싶어도 배울 수가 없던 시절이 있었단다. 어디 보자.
Now that I think about it, when I was young, there was a time when you couldn't learn even if you wanted to. Let's see. While being happy at him believing my story, he started unraveling his old stories as he always said. I think he maybe had something to do with the boys coming back to life. When he starts to tell old stories, he never stops. Sometimes he tells them to us during the assemblies, but does he know how all the kids drown in despair when that happens? I'm used to it, but I think it's a bit harsh to have 3-hour-long assembly, Grandpa. And now he was about to start his story. Grandpa, I have to head out soon. If he moved on to telling old stories, does that mean he really believed me? For now, let's just get out of here.
이런, 내가 또 이야기에 심취했구나.
Oh no, I've lost myself in my stories
그래,
again.
시간을 빼앗은 걸 사과할 겸 오늘은 다 같이 가도록 하자. 밑에 차를 대기시켜 놓았으니 타렴.
Okay, why don't we go to the school together as an apology for taking away your time? I have my car waiting below. Get in. All together in the car? What did you just say, Grandpa?
뭘 그리 놀라니? 어차피 너희 집에 온 거라면 이 근처 아카데미에 가려던 거 아니었니?
Why are you so surprised? If they came to stay at your place, weren't they going to enter the academy near here? Yes, that's true. No way.
근처에 있는 아카데미는 우리 아카데미밖에 없지 않니? 마침 잘 됐구나. 내가 같이 가서 서류 수속을 도와주마.
Isn't ours the only academy nearby? This is good. I'll go with you and help you with the paperwork. We're cooked. Isn't there a saying that says, give him enough rope and he will hang himself? Bro, we're just like swallowing water at this point. inhaling. Anyways, aspirating the lies I've made to cover up the crisis right in front of me has led to a bigger crisis. To the academy with these four? And with the principal too. Dear God, what did I do to deserve such suffering? I certainly remember the time I bailed out of class claiming duties to buy Crappy Doll's newly released doll outfits at their showrooms. I can't believe Karma is acting up like this. I can't do this. Even if I misunderstood, I have to say that I just brought boys to my house. I'll say they just came to hang out. Of course, he might find it strange that they slept over, but they look tidy, so I can just stick to it. It's better than taking them to the academy. Yes, of course it is. Grandpa? Yes, what is it? Honestly, what happened is...
밖이 소란스러운 거 보니 아직 안 갔나 보네. 잘 됐다. 마이 허니, 뭐 좀 하나만 볼까?
No, bro! What? What? Why is he naked, bro? Oh my god. Hey, I figure from the noise that you guys hadn't left. Good, my honey. Let me ask you something. Okay, I'm gonna leave the video till here. But yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what happens next. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. As I said, if you can hear a cat, it's my cat. We're both hungry, so gonna go and eat with him. Bye bye.